Good morning, guys. It's Hayden here, ready for your home workout for Wednesday morning. So first off, let's just get into our warm-up. Ready? So we'll start off with a dynamic flow as usual, down to our world's greatest stretch, guys. Foot up as high as possible, forearm to ground, keeping that back knee straight and rotating up as far as you can while maintaining eye contact with your hand that's rotating. We're going to be doing about 10 of these each side. And then finish off with our hamstring stretch. So sitting on the back leg, stretching out that front hamstring. Chest as close to your knee as possible. That's it. Other side, so swapping over and repeating the exact same process. Awesome. Sitting on your back leg again, stretching out that hamstring, chest to knee. Awesome, guys. Right, so next we have our downward dog to cobra, just to warm up our thoracic region. So into our push-up plank position from here, butt up, driving your chest as hard as you can into the ground, and then from there, see if you can get straight into a cobra. Alright, chest up, facing the ceiling, driving your glutes into the ground. Same thing again. Try and really drive that chest into the ground. Exactly like a dog stretches in the morning. Back to the cobra. Up again. Downward dog. Last cobra. Awesome. Alright, so next we have our classic Cossacks, but this time instead of lunging into it, we're just going to stay nice and low. So have your feet quite relatively far apart, and then we're just going to be squatting from side to side, keeping low as you can see. Really trying to stretch out that outstretched leg. Yeah, the groin of the outstretched leg, sort of pouncing from side to side. That's it, pushing your hips back, making sure you're feeling it in your groin region. And see how my chest is up, not sagging, so you keep tension throughout your core. That's it. Awesome. Right, so now we have our squats with overhead rotation. This one's going to be a little bit of a tough one. So, getting in your comfortable squat stance, squatting nice and low, and let's just reach to the sky. Again, looking where you're rotating through and trying to keep that knee out with the outside elbow. Keep going. We're going to do 8 each side. Awesome. Opposite way. Again, keeping that knee from caving in with your elbow. Awesome. And at the end of each rotation, you're going to be doing some hammy push-outs. So grabbing your toes and pushing your hips as high as possible. That's it. You can even give a bit of a groin stretch at the bottom as well. Awesome. Too easy. Last one, we have our tabletops. Lucky last. So, into sort of bottom hip thrust position, or just like you're casually chilling out on the ground. Feet and hands evenly apart though. Alright, that's a key thing. And then you're going to be thrusting to the sky, alright, with your hips. If you can see this, ready? Thrusting to the sky. Try to maintain a straight line between your torso and your thighs. As you can see, so these are tabletops. Also great to stretch out some stubbornly tight front shoulder areas. That's it. Keep going. Driving those hips to the sky. Awesome work. Perfect. So that's the end of the warm-up. Grab a quick drink if you need, and then we'll get ready for activity one. Alright guys, so up for activity one, we have a lower body superset, so prepare those legs for some torture. So first we have a wall squat. I can't quite do it here because the walls are out of view. So the way I'd like you to set up is bring your feet in as close to the wall as possible without before your heels start to raise when you're squatting down, alright? We want to keep our heels planted at all times while squatting, otherwise the pressure transitions all the way to your knee joint, and that's how you end up with knee injuries when squatting. Anyways, bringing your feet as close as possible to that wall. You're going to squat down against the wall, keeping your chest up, obviously back flat against the wall. And then from there, you're just going to hold. Every 10 seconds though, I would like you to transition that torso to lean forward. As you can see, I'm still keeping my back in a neutral angle. I'm not arching at all. However, I'm just transitioning the back from flat up against the wall to leaning slightly forward. As you can see, the leg angle won't change, and you're going to be doing that count in your head every 10 seconds, moving forward nice and slow, back up. 10 seconds, and we're going to repeat that as long as possible. All right, so maximum reps, try and squeeze out at least 3 repeats. So that's a total of 30 seconds. Make sure you're counting long seconds in your head. Next we have our hammy bridge. All right, we're going to be doing the marching version. So again, feet outstretched compared to your normal bridge. All right, so feet out as far as you possibly can handle. From here, squeezing your glutes, making sure your hips are off the ground, core nice and tight. I don't want to see any hips sort of sagging. All right, so driving up with your glutes, feeling this in your hammies, and then from there, you're going to march. All right, try and let each march last 5 seconds. All right, and you're going to be marching for a total of as long as you can go, really. 60 seconds if possible would be a good time to aim for. But we're going to be doing a lot of maximal repetition stuff today. All right, awesome. So repeating through that, try and squeeze out at least 60 seconds worth. Next we have our sideline clams. All right, so just for the glutes, you're going to be set up, hips towards the floor. All right, 1 foot over the back bottom of the calf of the other leg. All right, and then from there, you're going to be having a pivot hand and raising your knee as high as possible. See that? So they're like normal banded clams, but in this case, we don't need a band, yeah? See how I'm not opening up with my lower back and opening up fully, yeah? The aim is to activate those external rotators of your hip, all right? And you're just going to be doing 10 repetitions each side before swapping over, and try and hold each clam up for about at least 2 to 3 seconds, all right, each rep. That way you really feel it in that glute area. Awesome. So swapping over after the 10 reps, and you're going to do that twice over. So 10 right, 10 left, 10 right, 10 left. Perfect. Last one, we have our adductor slot side plank. From here, foot out, stretch in your normal side plank position, squeezing our hips forward. Yeah, I'm not sagging. My whole body should be in a straight line. And we're actually going to activate our groin. See if you can do this single leg. All right, hips forward, really digging into the ground with the inside of your thigh. All right, if that's too hard, no worries. Go to your standard side plank and hold yourself up, but really try and aim for that single leg. We call it sprinter position, side plank. All right, so, and you're going to be doing 15-second holds twice over. So 15, 15, 15, 15. Perfect. 2 rotations of that lower body set. Activity number 2. We're going to be doing an upper body superset this time. Only 3 different exercises though, and 3 rotations through. Bit extra. So first we're going to be doing our push muscles, our chest. So, push-ups essentially, but they're going to have a little bit of a twist. Alright, so you're going to slow the eccentric down and hold it for 10 seconds at the bottom. Alright, holding it, holding it, holding it. A lot of isometric work today. And then after that 10 seconds, you're going to pounce up into a pike push-up. So raise those hips and drive everything to the air. Once you finish that, back down to the normal push-up position. Control all the way down and continue on. Hold, hold. Squeeze out the 10-second rep. Driving up. Hips into the air and try not to curl your back. So you're pushing, leading with your butt. Alright? Again, as many reps as possible, holding for 10 seconds each isometric push-up. Next, we're going to have our Supermans. So, warming up that shoulder blade region. What you're going to do is, I'd like to see the whole time your glutes tensed, so off of the ground. And then from here, I'll use these little markers, or little weights as markers. Alright? And then from here, squeezing your glutes, and you're going to try and raise it over those blocks, alright? As high as possible. Sort of like a butterfly stroke, but you're really controlling this movement. If you can, hands all the way to the front, gliding through a greater range of motion. Alright, and so I'm going a bit too fast, but see if you can make every rep last 5 to 10 seconds. Alright? And again, you're going to be going as many reps as possible. A good time frame for 60 seconds. So around about 10 to 15 reps. Awesome. Exercise number 3. We're going to be continuing with our pull muscles, so our backside. And make sure you have a towel handy. This is going to be a classic towel row. So now that your back should be on fire, make sure you wrap this nicely around your feet. Alright, don't want any towels getting flung into people's faces. From here, make sure you grab far enough forward so that your arms are not fully bent when they're coming back. See? So they should all be almost straight. Keeping your chest up, and then from there, leading with your elbows. Trying to really pull your elbows towards the middle of your back. Alright? Just like so. Really ripping. Alright? And you're just holding there. This is a row towel hold. Keeping your chest as far forward as possible. And this entire time, I'm actually aiming to bring my elbows to my back, but obviously the towel is preventing that. If we can hold that for 60 seconds, that'd be perfect. Only a 60-second hold, no need to go as long as possible. Perfect. Enjoy 3 rounds of that. Awesome, guys. Time for your finisher. So a bit of a high intensity cardio component to cap off the session. We're going to be doing clockwork lunges, and in the middle of the clock, you're going to be doing a burpee. 10 reps or 10 rounds, and then that will be a total of 60 lunges, making up for 60 seconds of the clock. Ready? So you're going to be doing each leg, so 2 lunges forward, 2 lunges backwards, 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and then 1 to your 3 and 9. Right, so how it looks, ready? Forward, let's start off with 12 o'clock. Right, side lunges, so that's the 3 and 9. And then reverse lunges to make up for the 6. All right, after each of those reps, you're going to be doing a burpee. All right, and you're going to repeat that 10 times. 6 lunges each rotation through makes up for 60. Awesome. Try and pace through that as quickly as possible, and you got a total of 3 rounds of that. Enjoy.